Oh, welcome back. Time for the Hot Topic Buzz. Well, Democrats have been doubting their own party. Nancy Pelosi, however, well, she is pretty much sticking to her guns. Watch this.
I do know that elections that happen now have a lower turnout than those that happen in November, and we expect to have a big turnout in November. And we have absolutely no intention of losing the House.
No intention. Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders not on the same page. He said this: you really can't win an election with a bumper sticker that says, well, we can't do much, but the other side is worse. The Republicans stand an excellent chance of gaining control of the House and quite possibly the Senate, says Bernie Sanders. Dagan, how do you see it?
Of course, Nancy Pelosi would say that. She, as I've said before, is the type of so out of touch, left-wing, rich liberal that she goes into the Waffle House and orders coq au vin. So, and of course, she's going to stand up there and say that, just like she even earlier this year was talking about, well, if we had just passed Build Back Better, which didn't cost anything, we would have been lowering inflation coming into this year. They're going DOWN out in November. The Republicans cannot take that for granted, but given the fact that these liberal leaders have just completely ignored the suffering of the vast majority of Americans, that's the reason that they're moving on out.
Yeah, and we haven't heard any comment from Pelosi on the DA in her district getting ousted, Brian. The recall.
Yeah, I don't know where this confidence is coming from. It doesn't matter what her intentions are. Bernie Sanders is right. You can't win an election saying there's nothing we can do about the things people care about. Where he's wrong is he wants to go further left. His prescription is abandoned mansion, abandoned cinema, go as hard left as possible. So what, they can pick up the 20% of Americans who are as hard left as Bernie Sanders is. But the fact is that's just not where America is. When inflation is your issue and people can't afford to buy stuff they need, hard left solutions do not work. I think Democrats are going to see that this November.
Yeah, but I mean, look, the point is here, Dagan, is they don't really recognize what the people care about. I mean, look what's happening right now. Chuck Schumer is in negotiations with Joe Manchin right now to get through a new Build Back Better reconciliation package so that they can get it through in October. So they're not acknowledging that their spending led to this stoking of inflation. They're still pushing through spending.
Again, it's the impenetrable bubble that these rich liberals live in and govern from. The Wall Street Journal wrote about, it was an editorial directed at Joe Manchin talking about what you found out last week, that the Medicare Hospital Trust Fund runs out of money. What's 2 years later? It's 2028, but that's still 6 years from now. And so the fact that you would try to cobble together another, more, giant spending packages is, well, it's dangerous now and it's dangerous years from now.